Alright, thanks. And any questions for Anne? Going once, twice? Nothing. Alright then.
Great.
Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Alright, awesome. Okay, so there's one thing that I need to clarify to make things more objective. Okay, do we all agree this is once again a downtrend?
Yes, I agree.
Jason? Come on guys, I need some feedback. This is for you, not for me. Hello? Okay, yes, good. Jason, Steve, especially Jason if you're there, because this is going to help and benefit you the most, since you did the Aussie dollar. Hello? Hello, hello, hello.
Probably gone.
Is he sleeping? Jason, are you sleeping? Don't know. Jason, hello. Steve, you there?
Why, you hear snoring?
No,
Yeah.
I don't hear any snoring, but I don't know whether he's there. Anyway.
Somebody used to do the snoring, but I don't hear them anymore. Yeah.
Okay, so we have sets of lower lows, lower high. Okay, is this the last low from what we can see? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, I need to. This is important.
Yes. Yes.
Is the next lower low? Okay, I need to put this as a high. Would everyone agree that this is the last high?
Yes, I agree.
Okay, good, yes. Last high. And that's the last low. This is also the same question I believe what JP asked last Monday. So this is the series of the downtrend. Okay, and to avoid confusion, what now happens? What happened with the price? What happened with the close? Would you consider this still a part of the downtrend, yes or no?
No.
Okay, Anne says no, Phil says no. JP, what would you say? No. Steve?
I say it broke that downtrend line, but I would like to see it break that last high over there. To
Well,
say that.
you already did, right? Because we all agreed that this is the last high. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So then
Or
the
second to
close.
last high.
Well, why would you need the close to break this one?
I didn't say I need it. I said I would like to see it.
Yeah, so why would you?
Why would I like to see it?
Yeah.
Further confirmation.
So this one is not good enough as a confirmation?
Yeah, well, I'd say it broke the downtrend line, yeah.
But is this also the last high? Because it's easy also to say I need a confirmation until I need to see to break that last high here too. Or this high, or that high, or that high, or even that high, right?
Right.
So which is more valid? This last high, the second high, the third high, fourth, fifth, or sixth?
Right.
Which one?
I guess all it is that one.
Okay, awesome. So we have a new high. So, Jason, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you missed it earlier, I don't know if you heard us, but what we were saying here before, and they're saying here before, that in order for the downtrend to be defined properly as a downtrend, we'll need to have a series of lower lows and lower highs. So this is the last low, part of that lower low from here to here too, and now is the high. Okay, so this is the series of the downtrend. And then the second question was, what happened to this price? So this price, in terms of this bar, it broke out on the series of this downtrend right here. Why? Because now the high is higher compared now to the previous high. So in other words, the high broke the last high.
Right.
So
which makes it an uptrend.
We are now on a new trend. So in other words as well, this guy's going like, I don't want to be part of your group anymore. I want to create my own set of group. And I'm going to call this a new uptrend. Right, so do we all agree in the group in this room?
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Okie dokie. So if there's going to be a new set of group, what would be the next line of the series?
Higher high.
Well, we already did, right? We have a new higher high.
High low.
Higher low. JP?
Yes, high low.
Phil? Yes, what? I need the real correct answer. Higher high. So the next series should be higher low. Okay, Steve?
Did you hear me?
Nope.
Higher low?
Higher low. Okay, so if there's a higher high, should be a higher low. Would now be this a higher low.
Correct.
Higher low. What happens now with the lows? Did the low want to break this low? Didn't want to.
No.
So in other words, everything here is a part of the new group of the new uptrend. Higher high, higher low, and what should be the next part of the series?
High high.
High.
Okay, how do we know that if the next part of the series is going to be a higher high?
We're looking at the higher time frame.
Bingo. Alright, let's go through and look at a higher time frame. Let's see if it will coincide with part of our thinking that will be part of the bigger time frame of the weekly. So what we're looking here is this one. This is what we drew earlier, which is correct. Now, because of that, create a new high. And we have a new high. That one should be up right there, but in actual fact it was on the same week when it created and broke out. That's why the high is over here. Sorry, that high is over here.